rolling joints, thinking about the afterlife. Body filled with hollow points, my nerves ain't been acting right. We're acting like you ain't never felt this, it's selfish. Rolling joints, thinking about the afterlife. Body filled with hollow points, my nerves ain't been acting right. We're acting like you ain't never felt this, it's selfish.
Proof Paul Walker was sacrificed by Illuminati.
People think that this stuff is just a game. There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Not just, you know, like Satan slipping himself in a little bit. No, full on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, you know, dressed as a demon, got upside down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. And people are just like, oh, that's funny. It's, you know, we're making fun. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good and doggone well that God exists. They also know that Satan exists. They're just counting on the fact that y'all don't know that. But either way, the things that you take in, that they're feeding you, those things affect you. Whether you realize it in the moment or not, they affect you. That's why they do it. Entertainment industry, it's about influence. I'm not going to sacrifice the honesty in order to be politically correct. I can say whatever I have to say with respect for all of you. But I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it bluntly.
Tory Lanez exposing music industry.
Soon as I get my masters back, they want chatter. Now I'm independent, niggas want fetted. White labels trying to turn my black folk against me. But selling weed, that nigga don't offend me.
Getting arrested and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. So I'm like,
Illuminati trying to get me, nigga. But I'm the one they gotta spare like a Britney, nigga. Through the hot and cold, I would never sell my soul. And if I gotta die for that, I'm dying Christian, nigga.
Did the elites threaten Snoop Dogg?
Said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
I expect more from you, Gail. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. Funky dog-head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you. My emotions get the best of me.
Yeah.
I was frustrated on top of just venting and doing it the wrong way.
Talk to
Gail King. I publicly tore you down by coming at you in a derogatory manner based off of emotions, me being angry at questions that you asked. Overreacted. I should have handled it way different than that. I was raised way better than that. So I would like to apologize to you publicly for the language that I used and calling you out of your name and just being disrespectful. I didn't mean for it to be like that. I was just expressing myself for a friend that wasn't here to defend himself. A lot of people look up to me and they love me and they appreciate me, so I want to let them know that anytime you mess up, it's okay to fix it. It's okay to man up and say that you're wrong. I apologize. Hopefully we can sit down and talk privately. Have a good day. I was very disrespectful towards Kobe Bryant and his family. Now, with that being said, what I look like wants some harm to come to a 70-year-old woman. I was raised way better than that. I didn't want no harm to come to her and didn't threaten her. All I did was said, check.
Oh, there was a lot about Eyes Wide Shut. You ever seen the movie Eyes Wide Shut?
No.
You never seen that movie?
No.
Eyes Wide Shut. It's like this movie, right? This the director Stanley Kubrick directed this movie, and he directed a lot of movies. And basically, he was like exposing the Illuminati and their like sexual satanic rituals and stuff in this movie, right?
Okay.
2 weeks before this movie was supposed to air, they told him to pull it, and they were like, "Nah, you can't air this." And he was like, "Nah, like I'm gonna air it. Like this is my movie, like, what you mean? And they were like upset because it was just exposing too much. He comes up dead before the movie's aired. He's mysteriously dead. Like 20 to 30 minutes is removed from the movie. So 20 to 30 minutes of footage is completely removed from the movie, and nobody knows what's in it. I wonder what they took off too, because what's still left in the movie is creepy and weird, and it's like, you know, like sexual, like rituals, and like, you know, looks like sacrifice and stuff.
I kind of want to watch this movie.
I don't know, bro. It gives you the creeps, to be honest with you. Basically, what they're saying is like the way he died is the same way like one of the main characters died in the movie. Whoa. In like a ritual type shit.
Oh my God.
Sacrifice, yeah.
You have major stars that you've heard about in the news, and you've seen on television and film. They truly are Satan worshipers. They truly have not only sold their soul to Satan, but they've merged their soul to the satanic rituals that you find in Hollywood. And by the way, satanic rituals they have all across the country and the world. So two parts. One is everyone sells their soul if they're not on the side of God. The other one is the other avenue is not only do these people sell their soul, they merge their soul to the devil himself and participate in the satanic ritual abuse. Is there any truth to program multiples in Hollywood? The answer is absolutely. Why is that? Because there's program multiples everywhere, okay? In churches, in Hollywood, in Middle America, they're everywhere. Now, the agenda of a program multiple, or not, it's not a program multiple's agenda, it's the person who programmed them, which is usually involved in the satanic church, is to further the devil's cause, okay? Now, the reason that program multiples exist in Hollywood is because the camera is a very powerful tool, that if you can get it on camera, it goes out to millions of people and they can see it. The Hollywood agenda. The number one agenda is to get as many people to continue on the road to hell as possible. Now, the second agenda, and I'm not going to call this agenda, I'm going to call it a tactic to send everyone to hell, is to destroy the family. If Hollywood can get to the family, which they've done very successfully, you take out the father, which they've done, then you start working on the children, and then you got a big mess. And so they've destroyed the family the past 20, 30, 40 years in Hollywood. The final blow is going to be to get to the children. And if you look at places like Disney, Nickelodeon, even Netflix, they peddle child pornography and pedophilia. They're definitely getting to the minds of children. The reason is because they're hitting young minds, and they want young minds to believe this is the way life is. And if this is the way life is, it's probably the way God wants it by design. And so that's, you know, it's like if you have a film where everybody's cussing, where everybody's smoking dope, you grow up thinking this is what people do, and this is acceptable, and this is, you know, it's all about numbing down and dumbing down the young generation so that when they grow up, they do not have the tools to discern. Now, because we have the mind of Christ, that once you accept Christ, you become, bam, a new creature. The mind of Christ is there, it's enhanced, and then you can see. It's a system owned by Satan. Satan doesn't want us to know the truth. The only truth is Jesus Christ. I am the truth. I am the way. I'm the only way to the Father, the only living God. So Hollywood's going to say, sure, go after Buddha. Sure, go after Muhammad. Sure, do all that other stuff. Because it all goes back to the pits of hell. The only road to heaven is Jesus. Hollywood. you have major stars that you've heard about in the news and you've seen on television and film. They truly are Satan worshipers. They truly have not only sold their soul to Satan, but they've merged their soul to the satanic rituals that you find in Hollywood. And by the way, satanic rituals they have all across the country and the world. So two parts. One is everyone sells their soul if they're not on the side of God. The other one is the other avenue is not only do these people sell their soul, they merge their soul to the devil himself and participate in the satanic ritual abuse. Is there any truth to program multiples in Hollywood? The answer is absolutely. Why is that? Because there's program multiples everywhere, okay? In churches, in Hollywood, in Middle America, they're everywhere. Now, the agenda of a program multiple, it's not a program multiple's agenda, it's the person who programmed them, which is usually involved in the Satanic Church, is to further the devil's cause, okay? Now, the reason that program multiples exist in Hollywood is because the camera is a very powerful tool that if you can get it on camera, it goes out to millions of people and they can see it. The Hollywood agenda. The number one agenda is to get as many people to continue on the road to hell as possible. Now, the second agenda, and I'm not going to call this agenda, I'm going to call it a tactic to send everyone to hell, is to destroy the family. If Hollywood can get to the family, which they've done very successfully, you take out the father, which they've done, then you start working on the children, and then you got a big mess. And so they've destroyed the family the past 20, 30, 40 years in Hollywood. The final blow is going to be to get to the children. And if you look at places like Disney, Nickelodeon, even Netflix, they peddle child pornography and pedophilia. They're definitely getting to the minds of children. The reason is because they're hitting young minds, and they want young minds to believe this is the way life is. And if this is the way life is, it's probably the way God wants it by design. And so that's what, it's like if you have a film where everybody's cussing, where everybody's smoking dope, you grow up thinking this is what people do, and this is acceptable, and this is, it's all about numbing down and dumbing down the young generation so that when they grow up, they do not have the tools to discern. Now, because we have the mind of Christ, that once you accept Christ, you become, bam, a new creature. The mind of Christ is there, it's enhanced, and then you can see. It's a system owned by Satan. Satan doesn't want us to know the truth. The only truth is Jesus Christ. I am the truth. I am the way. I'm the only way to the Father, the only living God. So Hollywood's going to say, sure, go after Buddha. Sure, go after Muhammad. Sure, do all that other stuff. Because it all goes back to the pits of hell. The only road to heaven is Jesus. Hollywood discriminates against true Christians, okay? Not the counterfeit and religious Christians, which is most of the Christians in Hollywood, okay? They don't discriminate against the fake religion, because the fake religion actually helps promote the devil's agenda. Who they do discriminate against are the people that are telling the truth. But let me say something to you, and I say it humbly. They can't discriminate against the true child of God, because the true child of God has the power of God in them. So what happens in Hollywood, I've seen Satan run in fear of the true child of God.
Naked. When they did that film, Willie Bob Thornton went up and for real. That was a real scene when she's talking about make me feel good. That was a real scene, yo. That was a real scene getting down. They did not fake that. They gave her Academy Award because she did a great job for the sisterhood. They didn't give her that award because she was just so of a dominant actress. That role was degrading. And when they say, if this was so of a great role for Halle Berry, why come they didn't give her Tom Cruise? Huh? Why come they didn't give her a man, George Clooney, right? Who that dude that Angelina Jolie married to? Brad Pitt. Why can't they let her sleep with Brad Pitt in that scene? Because those men, they have a higher statue. That's an American white man for white women. They wouldn't dare let some men with that stature sleep with Halle Berry because Halle Berry is degrading to them. So they go get a country ass hit like Billy Bob Thornton and say, you run up in her. Y'all feel how it goes. So even though it's supposed to be a huge role, they still cut you down because everything that you ask for, every time they take you to another level, they want to pop you again. And remember what I said, they call it gravy. That's gravy because they know that you paid your dues to get where you at. And when they have them Academy Awards, they just pretty much playing with each other. Like, let's give Alicia something. She's been a good whore for the last 4 years. Let's give her one. It's sad, man. There's a porno site called Ghetto Gaggers. Now, I want to throw this at Israel. Where do you think they got the terminology Ghetto Gaggers from? Now, walk with me when I'm talking to you. I'm not telling you to go there to try to get off. I'm trying to tell you there's a concept behind the terminology Ghetto Gaggers, okay? The way that they brutalize them women with men penises and the way they dog them out and make them throw up on themselves, that is exactly what goes on behind the door. So you ask yourself, I thought they just made us some stuff so it'd be gross and get some money. What you all don't understand, a lot of these producers that's in the porno business, they're friends with these so-called Jewish men in Hollywood, with these hit makers. Did y'all know that? It's humiliation. Come on, walk with me, man. A lot of those dudes that do porno movies, they go to the green door. They go to the Pandora's box. They are invited to these shows. Did y'all understand? When they get ready to break Fantasia in, somebody was there. You get me? That was in the porn industry. When they got ready to break Alicia Keys in, somebody in the porn industry was there. Because every time they break these new black women in, they dog them. And they dog them bad. Man, they have 3 or 4 penises in their women's mouth, anus, everything that any hole they can put in, that's what they do. And that's how they came up with the concept, Ghetto Gaggers. What people don't understand, that really goes on in Hollywood, how they do that black woman in order for her to go to the next level. They just done ran Toni Braxton out of her damn mind. She's shaving the side of her head like that woman who drink blood. The last woman who did that was Cassie. And Cassie is gone. Cassie is P. Diddy's slave. Did y'all know that? She is his slave. Oh, yes, she is. Every time you see Cassie with P. Diddy, she got her head down. She carrying bags. She's the mop-up girl. When P. Diddy want to impress him, he's bringing on, he let Cassie go down on him. He let that dude pop in the butt, and P. Diddy sit back and masturbate while she's being ran in by his partners. Did y'all know that? I'm telling y'all some true Hollywood insider, brother. It gets down like that. That's the way they roll. And if you're a woman, especially if you're a sister, you come in with all that attitude, they're gonna rip you apart. The first thing they're gonna do is break you.
It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
As a former spirit-filled Christian, Megan Fox knows the importance of blood. Jesus established the covenant of forgiveness and freedom through the shedding of his innocent blood to cover the world. And Satan loves to distort and pervert it. Wake up, Christians. We are in a spiritual battle.
Our production team received a most wanted notification thanks to informants. 2 days later, on the outskirts of Barcelona, a secret sect would be conducting a satanic initiation ritual. They could film the ceremony without the satanics being aware. Of course, we were warned of the danger that this endeavor could represent. This sect can be dangerous if they are unmasked, even more if they are vilified. Anonymity is their main weapon in order to carry out their activities. On the indicated day, 4 team members arrived at the scene 3 hours prior to the event. They checked the place and verified that it was an abandoned hermitage. Those signs revealed it was a place where satanic practices were frequent. Later, they admitted that in spite of being professionals who are used to similar situations, this place disturbed them. They placed 2 small hidden cameras, which, due to the circumstances, would technically limit the possibility to achieve high-quality footage. What you are about to watch are unique images. Like in all initiation rituals, the novice must comply with all requirements in order to descend to hell.
Taking bone samples to clone rappers. With the artists in prison to silence their vision. Genetic copies going home after. They look different. Eye shifted, smile missing, skin lifted. It's scientific. If they can't control you, they erase the old. You get your duplication to enforce their message. They clone Gucci, clone Kodak, clone Eminem. He ain't rap since Encore. Know that. Cloning rappers when they overdose to keep making money from producing more tracks. If they killed the rappers who were spitting truth, they wouldn't have a messenger to reach the youth. So they duplicate physically, implant abilities, replicate tattoos and cloning facilities. For all of time in all forms, they own all your music, your image, your name, and your person. Weird, right? I know you don't think that is facts, but for $50,000 and a hair sample, you can clone your dog or your dying cat. It's another way for them to win the war by weaponizing important celebrities. Don't kill your foes, just clone their gods. Then you'll control all your enemies. The executions have been televised, oh, they're on TNT like every night. They take our heroes, give us weaponized clones. The revolution won't be televised. I can't be replicated, copy the attitude in the chain. The Illuminati.
When a pimp meets a girl, he puts her into a coat, some bathing suit, some pumps, makes her look good. When a label meets an artist, they give them a budget. They choose them and they say, I think you can make me money. I choose a bitch. I say, I think you can make me some money. You seem to want to. The average artist walks into a record label who is a pimp and says, please pimp me, put me out there. I need to be out. What's the first thing an artist says when they come? Put me out there. So you say you want to go on the track. So what I do is I give you money. I'll make you look good. Now you get out there and you sell me some records. You sell me some pussy. See, there's a parallel. Now, they say you shake yourself, break yourself when you see a pimp. So when the bitch is on the street, she see her pimp roll up, she walk a little harder, move her ass a little harder, and she breaks herself. But when you an artist and the label management walks in and you on the stage, you dancing harder. You trying to get it off. You trying to show your pimp you a good hoe.
Celebrities who tried exposing Drive Seppi.
Yeah, man, this is the funny thing, because I see online every day. And with that documentary, I thought the marathon TV, you was just bullshit. You was like...
Will Smith exposing government.
As far as movies, let me tell you the big secret. Yes. 9 of 10 of the biggest films in history have creatures.
Not real people.
Right.
In addition to real people, creatures.
Jaws.
Yeah.
E.T.
Oh, yes.
Well, Independence Day now. You know,
Yeah.
2 out of Independence Day, Men in Black.
Black,
You know, but the films have creatures.
So for the rest of your life, are you going to look for films with creatures?
Only when I want to break the top 10.
Do you believe in aliens?
I think that there has to be something out there.
Do you believe in government conspiracies?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm serious. I
No,
heard
no,
you did.
definitely. No, oh my God.
I know I heard you did. Are you serious?
Now, because people are going to chase me after this. People are going to chase me. Well, I'm with Barbara Walters now. Oh, that's a serious one. Okay, so I got to, now, because people are going to chase me after this. People are going to chase me. I believe that it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing.
By American agents?
Absolutely.
Well, why
am I a conspiracy theorist? I'm a conspiracy theorist, aren't I? Gosh darn. I didn't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I wanted to be regular.
Well, you're a little irregular. Serious stuff. Well, I wanted to ask you, can you make up rap just like that?
I used to be able to.
Can you do it now?
You're gonna put me on, the spot,
yeah,
and I'm gonna look real dumb.
Okay.
Hip,
Can you do one?
Jada and Brock said, don't tell me. And in perfect form, like this is why he's the president, he stopped and looked at Jaden and said, the aliens, right? And I was like, oh, shoot. And he said, okay, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of extraterrestrials, but I can tell you if there had been a top secret meeting and if there would have had to have been a discussion about it, it would have taken place in this room.
Oh!
And Jada was like,
that's big.
Let's be clear. When you see this, 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 when you see the checkerboards on the floor, when you see the skull and bones, when you see the signs and symbolism, when you slow down the music, Jay-Z new video with Nas and DJ Khaled, it's a scene with checkerboards. These are all occult, Satanist, symbolic symbols. So what I'm saying is, and I'm gonna tell you why and me personally, I've been in music for a minute, had deals and all that, bro. I don't give a fuck about this shit. But what I know, for me, I study so I know when I see it, so I know what to avoid. Because niggas be trying to sacrifice your ass and you're not studying. God told us to read and be knowledgeable. So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? You're not no gang member. You got checkerboard floors in your shit. You got skull and bones. What does this mean? Because it's not just there. You look at Cardi B's album cover, it's checkerboard. You look at Dream Doll, now she's the checkerboard suit. Like, I'm not, y'all niggas, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers sell their soul, they practice witchcraft.
What does it mean, though?
What it means.
What does the checkerboard mean?
It means mind control. So you got classical conditioning, you got operational conditioning. So what they do is they use programming. So
MK Ultra?
Yeah, but it's to push an agenda.
And we don't do shit like that. And then this is where it really threw me off. They said they had to prick your blood to get in. I said, oh no, I'm good. Everyone else went, I called my Uber and left. Like, that's the shit where I think they be trying to get you. And like, if it's like you gotta think about it, people move to LA for a dream. They chasing money, fame, clout, whatever. So they gotta think about it. Somebody, like a young girl that's trying to get on, that just moved out there, she gon', oh hell yeah, better throw it in there. You don't know who else in there. Like, connections. Me, I'm good. Like, that shit gonna come naturally. I don't gotta prick my finger, take my blood to get into a party. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. I'm not finna do something like that.
Now, you did, the others did actually attend that party.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what ended up happening at the party and things of that nature? Or?
No, I didn't even ask them. And I don't judge them. Like, that's them. I can't help what they do. Yeah.
Now.
Hi, brother. You said that you had also Masonic, right? Masonic,
yeah. Well, my career in law enforcement, I actually joined the Brotherhood of Freemasons.
Okay. Yeah, how'd you get into that? How'd you get into that?
Man, you know, a lot of cops are involved with that.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's a thing that I'm not saying you must do, but 95% of them do. You know what I mean?
Now, what's the benefit out of it? Like, what's the main purpose?
Actually,
95.
For me, if you're going to ask me the question, I think it was more like biblical history.
Oh, okay.
What intrigued me the most was they talked about King Solomon's temple and the Holy of Holies, and I've always been intrigued by it.
So this actually exists?
Yes, it does. It's the occult. It's nothing to be messing with.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
All right.
And there's 3 phases. The first phase is enter apprentice.
Okay.
Even before you get to that phase, you got to be pretty much.
LeBron James ritual before each game. Celebrities admitting they made a deal with the devil Part 2.
Keep on dancing with the devil. You and I made a deal. I was young and shit got real. We've been through hell and back. Oh, he's got my mind. He's got my soul. Mama, he won't let me go.
Selling my soul for material wishes, fast cars and bitches. In my cola, just I sold my soul.
Dear God, I wonder can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I make it better.
And how long will I live?
Eternal life and forever.
Or will I be the G that I was?
I make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax your soul, let me take control. Close your eyes, my soul.
My eyes are closed.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea. What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it for years now. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, and they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at them trying to it's hilarious, hilarious. They're trying to turn us into, you know, consumer drones of some sort. Hold on, I just got to get this. Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some... What happened? I'm sorry, Jimmy. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will really enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
And that is what I thought for. Is that a gang sign that you...
Rolling joints, thinking about the afterlife. Body filled with hollow points. My nerves ain't been acting right. We're acting like you ain't never felt this. It's selfish.
Out there, but they don't want you to know. Learn why on the Rico Dukes They Fear Truth show as he explores civil rights laws, constitutional provisions, political news, and more. Finding solutions starts with knowing the truth, the real truth. Uncover the truth for yourself on the Rico Dukes They Fear Truth show. That's the Rico Dukes They Fear Truth show. Available on the iHeartRadio app and wherever you listen to podcasts. Open your ears, open your eyes. It's time to learn what's really happening on the Rico Dukes They Fear Truth show.
The industry satanic ritual exposed firsthand on They Fear Truth News.